big brick golem. And then there was one for another battle, and we kind of knew it was going to be like a Broadway battle, and we were like, fuck, like I'm trying to think of like a classic New York spirit or whatever. And Grant is literally walking by. And this was on the 3rd floor of the IAC building, which was like almost always abandoned. So I don't know what Grant, it was unlikely that a person would even be down.
Guess what? He was shitting. Absolutely, he was shitting.
We all know what he was doing.
Literally all knew. He was 100% shitting.
From the 5th floor to
a different floor.
But
The
he
third,
would tell us before he did it.
go to the 3rd, the 7th floor, wherever he wanted.
Constantly.
We're just gonna get in a lay to land down there, just having a look around.
He was doing that.
Taking a look to see, make sure everything was in order. It all seemed to be in order.
Oh my God.
Seemed everything was there.
I'm not going to say it. I was going to politely say, we know what he was doing. And then Raph immediately came out and said he was shitting.
We absolutely
It's like,
know what he was doing.
I haven't been doing anything down there. All manner of activity
But
on the 3rd
I want to
floor.
make sure everyone understands that Grant would tell us what he was doing beforehand.
I never heard him say that. I had just.
Oh, Reka, he would say, I'm gonna go take a poop, and then he would leave and go to a different floor to do it.
I truly thought. I think I was worried about all of you wondering where I was.
No one cares.
Grant, what's the worst thing they could assume?
I'd be pooping.
Right, so you took a Schrodinger's cat of the thing you're doing, stretching into less incriminating things you've been doing, and instead chose to hyper distill it to definitely be the worst.
You get the box and you say, listen, there's shit in the box. I'm just telling you right now, there's shit in this box.
Look, yes, I do that all the time. I'm gonna get my therapist on the line and we can dig into how like this kind of shit.
Yeah.
But so anyway, yes, I was down on the 3rd floor. Who knows why?
Down on the 3rd floor, Grant swings by, and literally just with this thing where Grant's walking by, and I know that Grant has, encyclopedic knowledge of like Broadway musical theater, like it was a huge, like went to NYU, like knows plays and theater and shit like that. And we're planning this like Broadway battle, and I went like, Grant, pause a second, and Grant very politely like poked his head into the production office and was like, hey, what's up? And I went, listen, man, I know this is. I was like, listen, some rumbling in your stomach. You're like, you have 30 seconds. But you're very polite. You're like, hey, what's up, man? I was like, listen, I know this is like some nerd shit stuff, but it's actually just about New York City history and like specifically like this theater stuff. Is there like a phantom? I was like, we can't do the Phantom of the Opera, but is there some spirit or something associated with Broadway that you know off the top of your head? Like, what would you recommend? And I listed the other spirits we had, and I was like, we just can't think of one, this other thing. And immediately Grant said, oh, I know, just actual Stephen Sondheim. And we all looked at each other like, oh my God, that's the funniest thing in the world, of like angel spirit, golem, magical like spirit cat, and then just like legendary composer and lyricist Stephen Sondheim.
And it went one step further, because then we were chatting a little bit about like, and then what would he do? And it was like, a big fucking sword.
Yes, I forgot you pitched the thing.
Yeah, but it's just like a big fucking anime sword.
Like he's magic. Like he is in real life seems to have a supernatural understanding of music and the power of art. And his contribution will be double wielding enormous broadswords. And that's how he helps in the fight. It was the best. It was a less than 90-second pitch, which without any omission all made it into the final the final product.
And then I walked away and Rick Perry said, did Grant just fart?
Just rip nasty ass all over the production office. But yes,